Hey everyone, Kevin here with Divinely Designed, and oh my god, we have a soap video. I haven't made soap in forever, and actually this is a melt and pour soap video, which I hardly ever do. But I wanted to do a kind of quick soap video, and Bramble Berry sent me some stuff, so I wanted to try them out. I am going to be having a cold process soap video that I'm going to be working on tonight, actually, but that video is probably not going to be out for a few days because it's going to be a little bit of a longer project. But in this video, Bramble Berry sent me some samples of their new Gemstone fragrance collection, which was super nice of them. I love Bramble Berry. They also sent me this cute little gemstone silicone mold, and I'm going to be making some little melt and pour soaps with that stuff. Oh, they also sent me some fine silver rainbow eco glitter, which I'm going to be adding to the soaps as well. And finally what they sent me was a little collection of some of their butters that they have. So they sent me orange butter, coffee butter, and matcha green tea butter. I have to say, this coffee butter I could smell all day long. Oh my god, the coffee smells so good. The orange smells really good too. The matcha doesn't have, I'm not a huge green tea fan. It has a little bit of a tea fragrance, but it's pretty... I think the base in this is, I think it's sweet almond. Is that what's in here? Yeah, sweet almond is the primary oil. So it's a mixture of sweet almond oil and hydrogenated vegetable oil, and then matcha green tea. I think the same with these. The base is sweet almond plus hydrogenated, vegetable shortening, basically, with some addition, orange oil or coffee oil. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I might make a lotion. Maybe I'll do a lotion video. I haven't done one of those in a long time. So these smell awesome. Okay, let's talk about the fragrance collection really quickly before I get to the soap video. So there are 4: jade, moonstone, turquoise, and amethyst. And let me do a little fragrance review. Okay, so this is jade. I have smelled these before. I smelled them yesterday when I got them. And I think jade is probably my favorite. It's sweet, a little bit perfumey, a little bit feminine, and kind of, gosh, I don't know what else is that other, bright maybe. Nah, maybe not bright. Uplifting. No, because that makes you think of like eucalyptus. It's not like that. It's fresh. Yes, that's good. Fresh, I think. So feminine, fresh, sweet, nice and clean. This is probably my favorite, is jade. Moonstone. Moonstone to me smells like a masculine fragrance. But it's sort of a very light kind of masculine cologne. Very nice. I think it would be, kind of like something a guy might wear out to like a nice dinner, right? Not like going out clubbing or, to a rave or anything. But, gosh, let's see. It's earthy. It's earthy and, gosh, I'm having a hard time describing these tonight. Mellow is the thing I want to say. Earthy, mellow, and kind of a little bit male cologne-y. Turquoise. Turquoise is very earthy. It's I get patchouli mixed with something else. It's not bad. I personally don't love patchouli straight out of the jar, but I like patchouli when it's mixed with other things. I think it really adds depth of fragrance character. And that's sort of what I get here. It's patchouli that's used in a really nice way. So it's very earthy and, gosh, earthy but clean. Does that make sense? I don't know how else to describe that one. It's okay. I'd say so far Jade, and Jade is kind of my favorite. Moonstone's probably my second favorite, and then Turquoise is close. I think I like Moonstone a little bit better. And then this is Amethyst. And for me, Amethyst is probably my least favorite. It's not bad, but you know, I mean, everybody has, I think, very individual fragrance preferences. And this is, I don't know, I am not attracted to this one. I'm even having a hard time describing it, though. Uh-oh, it's my phone.
Call from.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. For me, this reminds me of like kind of an old-fashioned ladies' fragrance, and not in a good way. I don't know. It's not terrible. I'm sure there are probably people out there who would really like this, but it is my least favorite. Jade is definitely my favorite, and then Moonstone and Turquoise are sort of in the middle for me. But yeah, Amethyst isn't my favorite. But you know what? They have descriptions. There is, I think, a sale going on at Bramble Berry right now where you can get the whole sample set. I don't think the sale lasts very long, so if you are interested, go and check it out soon. Yeah, I think, so I'm going to use these tonight. I'm going to be using everyone but the Amethyst, I think. So I have some melt and pour that I have just cut up with a knife into little chunks. And then I'm using 3 containers that I have those chunks in, okay? And then I'm going to heat these up about 30 seconds at a time until all of my chunks are melted. Then we're going to be doing some little tiny gemstone melt and pour soaps in this little mold that's kind of cute. They have different shapes in it, so and I'm going to add a little bit of glitter to each of those. For colors, what I'm going to be using is some Mad Oils micas. So we'll kind of do like a sapphire one with some blue. This is Key West blue. Then we'll do kind of an amethyst one, even though I'm not using the amethyst fragrance oil, with Harold's purple crayon, and kind of like a, I don't know, a rose quartzy. No, I guess like what's kind of pink and clear, like a pink quartz or maybe a pink diamond, I guess, with some flirt mica. Okay. So I'm going to pause the video for a second while I heat these up, and then I'm going to come back and we'll make our little soaps. Okay. Stay tuned. Okay, so we are back. I added a little bit more in there because I felt like I didn't have enough soap. So that took, 3 or 4 minutes. And now I'm just going to add, I don't know, 1/4 of a dropper of the fragrance. This is turquoise. Moonstone. That moonstone is growing on me more. It's really pretty nice, actually. And then jade. Okay. And let's add a little bit of color. Let's see. For jade, let's do blue. Now I want clear, like I don't want this super colored, so I'm just going to add just a like smidgen of color here. And because I kind of still want them to have some translucent quality. So I added, gosh, just a tiny, and that's working really well, I think. Okay, let's do pink for the Moonstone fragrance oil. Again, just a like smidgen. I might need 2 smidgens for this one. Yes, that's good. Okay. And then finally, for the turquoise fragrance oil, we'll use a little bit of Harold's Purple Crayon. Maybe I'll make this one a little bit darker, just to see how it goes. So I'm going to add, I don't know, about 3 times as much as I did for the other 2. Okay. And then let's add a little bit of this fine silver rainbow eco glitter. I may send these to a friend of mine who has a little girl. So this might end up being a gift. I feel like the pink one is the most see-through. So let's add a little extra glitter to that one. That one's going to be super sparkly. Okay. I have lots of bubbles. So I have some alcohol in a spray bottle. Just going to give them a little spritz. And that should do the trick. All right, so each color is going to get 2 gems. And you notice that, oops, of course my head's in the way. I did put the silicone mold on a metal tray, just so it's easier to handle. So I don't have to because this mold is a little flippy, floppy. Now, as this cools, you're probably going to get a little indentation on the top here. So I may try to correct that by adding a few drops as it cools. We'll see how it goes. Okay, and last but not least, our super sparkly pink. And then I'm going to squirt the top of these with some alcohol once again. So we have some air bubbles on top. Well, that got most of them, but these are starting to harden up already, so that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to let them sit for a few minutes. I'm not going to put them in the fridge just yet. I'm going to watch them to see if they get a little indentation. And then if they do, I'm going to heat these back up and try to correct that a little bit. And then after I do that, then I'm going to put them in the fridge. And then I'll be back after they're nice and chilled. Okay, everybody, we're back. That was only about 15 minutes or so, maybe 20. These are not super... that popped right out. Not super big molds. Let me take a couple out first. So, as you can see, they come out pretty easily. This mold stretches pretty well. Now, some of my tops aren't great. I tried to fix them. They had these bubbles on top, and so I tried to take that little bubble skin off. So some came out a little bit better than the other. I tried to fill them back up, and so, like, this is a good example. So you can see that it has this like little layer of bubbles. Now I could easily clean that up if I really wanted to be a perfectionist. So, okay, so there's the purple. This one had the most mica in it, but it came out pretty good. And then here's the blue. This probably had the least amount of mica and just a little bit of glitter. That's super sparkly and nice. And then this is the one, this pink had the most amount of glitter. Let's see if I can focus that a little bit better. Maybe not. So that one came out super sparkly. So they're cool. So they have different shapes. I'm not up on my gemstone cuts, but they're all different shapes of some kind. This is like a classic diamond cut, I think. Anyway, they're cute, yeah. I should also mention, because I didn't mention this before, some of these gemstone fragrances contain vanillin, so they do discolor. I'm not exactly sure which ones, but if you're considering it and you're going to do cold process, just keep that in mind. This one, this jade, I just happened to look up right now, and it doesn't discolor, but I remember reading that some of the others do. Obviously not something you necessarily have to worry about in melt and pour, but if you're going to do cold process, then keep that in mind. So that's it. Just a super quick video. I also want to be just very clear. I think I mentioned this earlier, but Bramble Berry sent this to me for free. I didn't pay for this, so I always like to be very transparent. And just so you know that, they didn't ask me to do a video or a review or anything like that. They just sent me to them. They just sent me the products because I've worked with them for a long time and done other videos. And I think they're a great company. So they're super nice, and every once in a while send me a little fragrance collection like this or some little gift. So just to be super clear, I got this free of charge. But I think I was pretty honest in my review of all the fragrances, especially that amethyst. So that's it. I know I haven't been doing many soaping videos for my soapy fans out there. I do hope to get a few soap videos. I'm prepping to do a cold process soap right after I'm done filming this video. That's going to be a longer project, so I don't know exactly when the video for that will be out. We'll see. I do have some free time this weekend, so I might get to work on it. But I also think I might be doing a shaving soap video soon because I'm out of my shaving soap, or will be shortly, and I need to replenish that. So I do have a couple in the works, so they should be coming out soon. That's it for now. Like this video, subscribe if you aren't subscribed. If you have a question about soap or soap making, feel free to ask. I am not a melt and pour expert. Cold process is my thing, but I'm usually happy to try and help anybody who has a question about soap making. So that's it. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.